Justice on the table in the courtroom tomorrow, depending on who you ask, of course. What could be the biggest decision made yet in the murders of 4 Idaho college students. Their suspected killer, Bryan Kohberger, poised to take a plea deal. Tomorrow could be one of the last times we see Kohberger in a courtroom. This deal would keep him off of death row if the judge accepts. No trial, straight to prison to await sentencing. Thanks for joining us at 11. I'm Elle Thomas. KIRO 7's Gary Horker is in Boise tonight, where families of the victims are gathering privately. But for some, the emotion and outrage promises to be very public when the plea deal is made, Gary.
Here in Boise, Idaho, in about 12 hours from now, all eyes, all cameras, the focus of everybody's attention and emotion will be on accused murderer Bryan Kohberger, as he's expected to make a landmark plea deal to keep him away from Idaho's death penalty. But some family members of the murder victims don't agree that this plea deal should even happen, and some are still actively trying to stop it. If he had been convicted at trial of 4 murder charges and a burglary, Bryan Kohberger would have likely faced lethal injection or maybe even the firing squad.
We'll never see this as justice.
Steve Consalvis, the father of Kaylee, has been actively trying to get people to appeal to the judge and even the Department of Justice to stop a plea deal.
This isn't what we should be doing. You don't deal with terrorists, and you don't deal with people who kill your kids in their sleep.
According to the Idaho Statesman, which received a copy of the letter sent from prosecutors to the victims' families, it read, quote, "This resolution is our sincere attempt to seek justice for your family. This agreement ensures that the defendant will be convicted, will spend the rest of his life in prison, and will not be able to put you and the other families through the uncertainty of decades of post-conviction appeals." The family of murder victim Madison Mogan and the Consalvis family both have active GoFundMe pages to fund the families leaving work to attend a long trial. The Mogan family is relieved now there will be no murder trial.
Future dates and future things that we don't want to have to be at, that we shouldn't have to be at, that have to do with this terrible person.
So if they'd gone to trial, it could have lasted for months. Instead, tomorrow's hearing could potentially last only minutes. We'll be here to cover all of it for you. And by the way, the sentencing will be scheduled tomorrow. He will not actually be sentenced tomorrow. Whatever happens here, we'll be here to cover it for you. Reporting meanwhile in Boise, Idaho, I'm Gary Horker, KIRO 7 News.